IPOB calls for international inquiry into Southeast security. The indigenous people of Biafra, known as IPOB, has called on the international community to set up an independent inquiry into the rising insecurity in southeast of Nigeria. According to IPOB, the Nigerian government and the security agencies are not telling the full truth about what is happening in the region. The group accuses the government of covering up killings, arrests, and military actions while blaming all violence on IPOB. IPOB says the inquiry should be handled by neutral international bodies, not Nigerian authorities. They want foreign judges, human rights groups, and observers to investigate who is truly responsible for the killings. The role of security agencies, alleged human rights abuses, and the real causes of fear and economic shutdown in the southeast. The Nigerian military, on the other hand, insists that security has improved and that operations against armed groups are working. They maintain that IPOB and its affiliates are major contributors to unrest. This call for an international probe shows how deep the trust crisis has become between the Southeast and the federal government. Ohanaeze Youth Council tells Southeast to prepare for eventual exit from Nigeria. In a strong New Year message, the Ohanaeze Youth Council (OYC) shocked many Nigerians by telling people of the Southeast to prepare for an eventual exit from Nigeria. The youth body said this advice is based on decades of injustice, marginalization, and insecurity faced by the Igbo people since the end of the Civil War. According to OYC, the Igbo are still politically excluded. Federal appointments and infrastructure projects are unfairly shared. The region is unsafe while leaders look away. They urged Igbo people to start preparing mentally, economically, politically, and diplomatically for a future outside Nigeria if things do not change. The group also renewed calls for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, saying his continued detention has worsened tension and damaged Nigeria's image globally. This statement has reopened debates about self-determination, restructuring, and unity, especially ahead of the 2027 elections. Anambra Government disowns chieftaincy title given to Bianca Ojukwu. The Anambra State Government has officially rejected a chieftaincy title reportedly given to Ambassador Bianca Ojukwu, Nigeria's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. According to the government, the title was given by a fake traditional ruler who is not recognized by law. In a formal letter, the state said only government-recognized traditional rulers can confer titles. The person who gave the title has no legal authority. The title is therefore invalid and illegal. The government warned that allowing fake rulers to operate destroys Igbo tradition and order. However, some community members disagreed, saying the ceremony reflected local customs and should not be politicized. This controversy has exposed growing tension between government authority and traditional institutions in the Southeast. Party Utomi says he will leave Peter Obi if he accepts VP, vice presidential role. Renowned economist and political thinker Professor Pat Utomi has made his position clear ahead of the 2027 elections. Utomi said he would withdraw support for Peter Obi if Obi accepts a vice presidential slot instead of running for president. According to Utomi, Peter Obi has the credibility to lead Nigeria. Accepting vice presidential slot will be a step backward. Nigerians need bold leadership, not compromise politics. Utomi insists Obi must contest as president, not as anyone's deputy. However, not everyone agrees. Some political allies say coalition politics may require compromise to defeat the ruling party. This statement has triggered debate among Obi supporters about strategy versus principle as 2027 approaches. Shock in Enugu as monarch dies a day before 90th birthday. Sad news came from Enugu State as a respected traditional ruler passed away just one day before his 90th birthday. The monarch who ruled his community for decades was described as a symbol of peace, a custodian of culture, a father figure to many. His sudden death has thrown the community into mourning, especially because he was expected to celebrate both his birthday and long reign. Traditional rites and funeral arrangements are expected to follow in line with Igbo customs. Here are public reactions and voices from the street. Reactions gathered from public opinion, social media, and community voices. On IPOB's call for international inquiry, if the government has nothing to hide, let the world investigate that matter. Yes, if the government truly has nothing to hide, let that matter be investigated. Then on Ohanaeze Youth Council's exit statement, it shows how frustrated young people are. Nigeria must listen now. Then on Bianca Ojukwu's chieftaincy controversy, government should clean up fake rulers but also respect culture. On Utomi's warning to Peter Obi, Obi as a VP will break many hearts, that is true. Nigerians want real change, not recycling. On Enugu's monarch's death, a great tree has fallen. May his soul rest in peace. If you want truth-based Igbo land news, real Igbo voices, and fearless analysis, subscribe to Igbo Area TV. Like this video, share it with your people, and drop your opinion in the comments. Your voice matters. Don't stay silent. Igbo Area TV, where our stories are told without fear.